What if I told you that a handful of the wrong nuts, eaten regularly, could increase your risk of cardiovascular disease by nearly 48%, especially as you get older? That isn't a random scare tactic. It's a figure based on long-term studies published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology. Many seniors eat these nuts, believing they are making a healthy choice. And here's the truly frightening part. Some of the most common nut, likely sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now, can secretly raise your blood pressure, trigger inflammation, clog arteries, and even contribute to cognitive decline. In fact, one popular nut, often promoted by low-carb dieters, with frequent consumption, can inflict damage on your kidneys, liver, and brain. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. But don't worry, this video is designed to be your ultimate guide. We will reveal the safest, most heart-healthy, and brain-boosting nuts you should be eating, and just as importantly which nuts you must avoid. Be sure to stay with us until the end, because we'll uncover a crucial fact about one of the most problematic nuts that few people discuss, which could be silently harming your health. Before we dive in, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can continue to bring you valuable health content. Now, without further ado, let's count down the 4 best nuts that seniors should be eating every day. The 4 best nuts for seniors. Number 4. The bone-strengthening powerhouse almonds are one of the best foods for an aging body, primarily due to their high content of calcium and vitamin E, which work together to support strong, healthy bones. As we age, our bones naturally become more porous and fragile, a condition that accelerates after age 65. This increases the risk of serious complications from falls and fractures. Consuming just a quarter cup of almonds daily provides nearly 97 milligrams of calcium, helping to slow this natural bone loss. We recommend a daily serving of 15 to 20 raw or dry roasted. Their high fiber content, about 3.5 grams per serving, also makes them a fantastic tool for managing constipation, an issue that affects nearly 40% of the elderly population. What makes almonds truly special, however, is their magnesium content, a mineral many seniors are deficient in. Magnesium acts as a transporter, ensuring that the calcium you consume actually reaches your bones, instead of building up in your arteries, which can lead to cardiovascular issues. For heart health, the monounsaturated fats in almonds help lower bad LDL cholesterol levels. For maximum benefit, choose almonds with their skins on, as the skin contains flavonoids that double the nut's antioxidant power when combined with its vitamin E. Finally, research from Tufts University shows that almonds can help protect brain cells from oxidative damage, a key concern in cognitive aging. A word of caution: almonds can be a choking hazard for seniors with swallowing difficulties, so be sure to chew them thoroughly. Number 3. Walnuts. The brain-boosting nut, with their remarkable resemblance to the human brain. Walnuts stand out as one of the best foods for cognitive health in seniors. They are the top source of alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, when compared to other common nuts. The unique polyphenols in walnuts can cross the blood-brain barrier to directly reduce inflammation in neural tissue, potentially helping to protect against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. This is vital for older adults, as omega-3 maintain the integrity of brain cell membranes and support healthy neurotransmission. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks showed significant improvements in cognitive processing speed and mental flexibility. For seniors on blood pressure medication, walnuts can help maintain arterial flexibility, potentially improving the effectiveness of their treatments. A lesser-known benefit is that walnuts contain melatonin, since natural melatonin levels decline with age, leading to sleep disturbances. A handful of walnuts before bed may improve sleep quality. Store them in the refrigerator to protect their delicate oils from going rancid. And don't be put off by their slightly bitter taste. That bitterness is a sign of their powerful, protective antioxidants at work. Walnuts also support cardiovascular health, thanks to the amino acid arginine, which helps blood vessels function properly. For optimal benefits, aim for 7 to 9 walnut halves per day. Store them in the refrigerator to protect their delicate oils from going rancid. And don't be put off by their slightly bitter taste. That bitterness is a sign of their powerful, protective antioxidants at work. Number 2. Pistachios. The blood pressure manager. Pistachios may be the most underrated nut for senior health, especially when it comes to regulating blood pressure. Their high potassium content, about 285 milligrams per serving, combined with a naturally low sodium content, creates a powerful mineral balance. These carotenoids concentrate in the macula of the eye, helping to protect against age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. This is crucial for older adults, as it helps the kidneys manage salt levels. The empty shells also provide a visual cue of how many you've eaten. The International Journal of Obesity noted that this mindful eating experience can help seniors better regulate their intake. Regular consumption can reduce systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, similar to some prescription medications but without the negative side effects. For the 25% of Americans over 65 with diabetes, the 3 grams of fiber per ounce is also highly effective for managing blood sugar. Pistachios are also rich in lutein. Their unique green and purple colors are not just for show. They signify potent antioxidants that fight the free radicals that accelerate the body's aging process. Plus, their texture offers a satisfying crunch, without being as hard on teeth and gums as other nuts. A practical benefit is the shelling process itself. Having 2 shell pistachios naturally slows down eating, which helps prevent overconsumption. Aim for about 1 ounce per day, which is roughly 49 pistachios. Choose unsalted or lightly salted varieties. For the 25% of Americans over 65 with diabetes or the 3 grams of fiber per ounce is also highly effective for managing blood sugar. Number 1. Brazil nuts. The thyroid solution. We've ranked Brazil nuts at number 1 because they address thyroid function, yet often overlooked aspect of healthy aging. These nuts are the world's best-known food source of selenium. A single Brazil nut contains about 96 micrograms, which is 137% of your daily requirement. The unique fatty acids in these nuts also help maintain myelin, the protective sheath around nerve cells that often degrades with age, which may help seniors preserve their reflexes and cognitive processing speed. This is incredibly important because up to 20% of people over 65 suffer from thyroid abnormalities, many of which go undiagnosed because the symptoms like fatigue and mood changes are often mistaken for normal signs of aging. Selenium is essential for activating thyroid hormones, which regulate your metabolism, energy levels, and mood. Beyond the thyroid, the selenium in Brazil nuts is bound organically, making it more bioavailable and easier for your body to absorb than synthetic supplements. Brazil nuts are so potent that you only need 1 or 2 per day. In fact, consuming more can lead to selenium toxicity, so moderation is key. To preserve their nutrients, buy them in their shells and store them in the refrigerator. Their rich, creamy texture makes them a satisfying treat and an excellent substitute for less healthy snacks. The 4 worst nuts for seniors now. Let's discuss the nuts that seniors should avoid or consume in very limited quantities. Number 4. Peanuts. The inflammatory trigger despite being a household staple. Peanuts pose several risks for older adults. First, peanuts are not true nuts. They are legumes that grow underground, making them susceptible to mold and these toxins, produced by mold, can damage the liver and increase cancer risk if consumed repeatedly. Commercial peanut butters often make things worse by adding sugar, hydrogenated oils, and excess salt. As our body's detoxification systems become less efficient with age, this risk grows. More concerning for seniors, the proteins in peanuts can trigger low-grade inflammatory responses, even without a full-blown allergy. This chronic inflammation can worsen conditions like joint pain, cardiovascular stress, and cognitive decline. Peanuts are also very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can exacerbate the inflammatory imbalance many people already have. This lengthy process diminishes their nutritional value. Often, they are oil-roasted and heavily salted, adding unhealthy fats and sodium. For a healthier snack, swap cashews for almonds or walnuts. For seniors on blood thinners like warfarin, peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interfere with the medication's effectiveness, a dangerous interaction many doctors fail to mention. If you enjoy peanuts, consider switching to one of our recommended nuts, even just a few days a week to reduce your exposure to these risks. An ounce of cashews contains about 9 grams of carbs with less protective fiber. For the nearly half of all seniors with prediabetes, this can cause a significant blood sugar spike. Number 3. Cashews. The hidden sugar spike. Compared to true tree nuts, cashews are particularly problematic for seniors due to their high carbohydrate content. Cashews are also high in oxalates, compounds that can bind to calcium and prevent its absorption, a major concern for seniors already at risk for osteoporosis. These same oxalates can increase the risk of kidney stones, a condition more common after the age of 60. There's another hidden issue. Cashews must be processed to remove urushiol, a toxic substance also found in poison ivy. Finally, enzyme inhibitors in cashews can make protein digestion more difficult, which is especially troublesome for older adults who already struggle with nutrient absorption. For a healthier snack, swap cashews for almonds or walnuts. Number 2. Macadamia nuts. The calorie bomb. While delicious, macadamia nuts pose a health concern for seniors due to their incredible calorie density. At nearly 200 calories per ounce, they are the most calorie-dense nut available. For the 15% of seniors with asymptomatic gallstones, a handful of macadamias can trigger a painful attack. They also contain one of the highest levels of saturated fat, which can raise bad LDL cholesterol. As metabolic rates naturally decline with age, managing weight becomes more challenging, and macadamias can easily contribute to this problem. Considering they are also one of the most expensive nuts, choosing cheaper, improperly stored options can expose you to harmful oxidized fats. If you enjoy them, consider them an occasional treat and switch to pistachios for a daily snack. They also have a very high fat content, which can strain the gallbladder. Their hardness presents a risk to the oral health of seniors with crowns, bridges, or fragile teeth. Remember, small, consistent changes are what lead to significant results over time. Which nut has made the biggest difference for you? Please share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Number 1. Pine nuts. The medication disruptor. Pine nuts are arguably the most problematic nuts for seniors for several critical reasons. Their small, slippery texture also makes them an aspiration risk, especially for seniors with swallowing difficulties or dry mouth, a side effect of many medications. Most alarming is their potential to interact with common medications. Compounds in pine nuts can interfere with statins, blood pressure, drugs, and taken by a majority of people over 65. This can either reduce a drug's effectiveness or cause adverse side effects, a risk rarely discussed by doctors. Then there is pine mouth syndrome, a condition that causes a bitter, metallic taste that can last for weeks after consumption. While it may seem minor, taste changes can lead to decreased appetite, poor nutrition, and significant weight loss, a serious consequence for older adults. The polyunsaturated fats in pine nuts oxidize quickly, creating inflammatory compounds that can worsen conditions like arthritis. Given these risks, it's wise for seniors to avoid pine nuts and choose one of the safer, more beneficial alternatives we discussed earlier. As you can see, your dietary choices, down to the specific nuts you eat, can have a profound impact on your health, vitality, and cognitive function as you age. Now it's your turn. Have you noticed a change in your health after adding or removing certain nuts from your diet? Remember to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching.